Hi everyone, welcome to another session of GCSE Maths. In this tutorial, we're going to look at solving inequalities, and this would be our part 1. So we're going to look at some examples to start off. So example number 1, solve the inequality 3x plus 2 greater than minus 4. So solving inequality would be very similar to solving equations. So we'll have to find the solution for x. Yeah. So now here we go 3x. So what we have to do is we need to get rid of this plus 2. And as you remember from solving equations, to get rid of plus 2, we'll have to subtract minus 2 from both sides of inequality in this case. So that will be 3x plus 2, and then we're subtracting a minus 2. And then this is the greater than minus 4, which is from the inequality, and then we go new minus 2. Now we can cancel out these 2 with this minus 2, so that would be 3x greater than minus 4 minus 2 would be minus 6. Now you want to get rid of this coefficient of x, which is 3, and to get rid of this 3 we'll have to divide by 3 both sides of the inequality. So we go 3x divided by 3 greater than minus 6 divided by 3. So now we can cancel this 3 with this 3 vertically, and minus 6 divided by 3 would be minus 2. So our solution is x greater than 2, which means the value for x would be any value greater than minus 2. So if we put that in a real line, so here we go the real line, and then we go center point here, which is 0, and then we put 1, 2 and 3 on this side, which is the positive side of the axis, and then we put minus 1 here and then minus 2 there. So now we go x greater than minus 2. So if we plot here, so if we put our circle there, minus 2. So value for x would be anything greater than minus 2, but minus 2 is not included. So which means we have to put a open circle. So we can't put a closed circle. Difference between open circle and closed circle is when you go greater than or equal to. If you have greater than or equal to, then we could have put closed circle, which means minus 2 is included. But here is greater than minus 2, which means minus 2 is not included. So value for x would be greater than any value greater than minus 2. So that could be minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's why you go this arrow there. Now moving on to next example. So we go solve the inequality 3 bracket 3 minus 1 less than 6, and it says show that answer on a real line. So we'll have to solve the inequality, and then we'll also have to show on a real line. So what we have to do is we need to expand the bracket. So 3 times 3 would be 9, and 3 times minus y would be 3y, and less than minus 6. So we go that line there, and then now we go minus 3y coefficient, so we need to get rid of this 3y. So what we can do is we need to add plus 3y on both sides of the inequality. So you go minus 9, then you go this minus 3y, and then we are adding plus 3y less than, and then you go this 6, and then as we added on the left side of the inequality, so we'll have to add on the right side of the inequality to balance out the inequality. So now if we simplify both sides of the inequality, so we can cancel out this minus 3y with this plus 3y. So we are left with 9 less than 6 plus 3y. And then we need to get rid of this 6. We are only interested in 3y. In fact just y. So we put 9 minus 6. So we just subtracting minus 6 from both sides of the inequality to get rid of 6. And then less than 6 minus 6 plus 3y. So now if we do simplify again, so 9 minus 6 would be 3, and then 6 and 6 we can cancel out, so we'll have 3y. Now if we divide both sides of the inequality by 3, we'll have 1 on the left side and we'll have only 1y on the right side of the inequality. So our solution is value for y would be greater than 1, any value greater than 1. So now if we try to plot on a real line, so this is our real line. Now we go, this is the center point, which is 0. So if we plot on the negative side minus 1, and on the positive side we just put 1, 2, 3. Now according to this solution, our value is greater than 1, so we put 1, 2, 3, so we put 1. Now because it's not greater than or equal to, so which means we can't put closed circle, that means we'll have to put open circle, and then value would be greater than 1, so we just put an arrow this way in the right direction. Okay, so moving on to next example. It says list the integer solution of minus 3 less than 2y and less than or equal to 8. Now just to remind you, when you say integer, so integers are the whole number. It includes all the positive number. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. And it includes all the negative number as well. So you go 0 and then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to negative infinity. So we'll have to solve this inequality first. So what we have to do is we need to get rid of these 2 because we are only interested in y. So to get rid of these 2, we'll have to divide by 2 on both sides of the inequality. So that will be minus 3 over 2 less than y, because as we can cancel out 2 and 2, and then less than or equal to 4. So divided by 2 would be 4. Now minus 3 over 2 would be 1 minus 1.5 less than y, and then greater than or equal to 4. Now first if we put on a real line, and then we can see what are the integer values. So our center point, which is 0, which is there. Now we put all the positive 1, 2, 3, 4, and then minus 1, minus 1.5. So if we look at this y, so we can read this as value of y would be greater than 1.5. So if we plot -1 and then -1.5, and then value of y would be 4 less than or equal to 4. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now because it's less than or equal to, which means 4 is included. So inclusive of 4, so we can put a closed circle there. Here is greater than -1.5. So we put circle 1.5, but that would be one open circle because it's not greater than or equal to. So the integer solution would be, if you look at this one, so value of y would be greater than or equal to 1.5. So greater than 1.5 would be -1 next value. Again, as I said earlier on, the integer values are only the whole numbers. So you can't say -1.4, 1.3. So it has to be whole number. So after -1.5, next greater value is -1, which is this number. So our integer values would be -1, and then you go 0, then you go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because 4 is closed circle, which means included. The value 4 is included. So this is our values. Yep. So that's it from me for today. So if you guys got any question, please feel free to ask in the comment box, and please don't forget to subscribe for next video, and thank you for watching.